Well, hello there, you beautiful human. Welcome back to my channel. It's your Brazilian girl, Delilah. How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you for existing. Thank you for being alive. Thank you for being you. You amazing human. Why are you looking so good? I noticed it. And I appreciate it because you look fine. You look good. Gorgeous, baby. Gorgeous, baby. So, y'all, I'm sorry if I look messy. I was outside battling with a tree because I'm trying to be outside as much as possible. It's so nice right now that I just gotta enjoy it. You know what I mean? And I'm avoiding all of my indoors responsibilities and enjoying the outdoors instead. We're the adults, Delilah. I've been having a lot of fun with the house vlog and showing y'all, rebuilding this house and everything and showing you guys what's going on. I've been having a great time with my panties videos. I still got a bunch of new ones to show you guys. But being DalilaTalks, Delilah gotta talk. And she got a lot to talk about. I have a list. You remember when I had the notebook with a list? That notebook with a list still got a list. And now there's another list. As I'm working outside and the brain don't stop. So as you're working and you're doing stuff, your brain just keeps going and you're talking to yourself and all the other personalities that are in there. And you guys come up with stuff. Especially because I enjoy podcasts. Do you guys watch podcasts? If you don't, you should. Podcasts are so fun. For somebody who has trust issues, something like podcasts have really made it enjoyable for me because I slowly pulled myself away from TV and I just don't have that much interest in today's media anymore. I lost interest in everything, which is crazy because young Delilah was all about it. Now I find myself in a different part of social media. And since I always got a lot to say, highly opinionated human here, regardless if my opinions resonate with everybody or not, and whether my opinions are right or not, I still got them. And I know a lot of them ain't good opinions. Oh look, the sun is coming back out. I came back inside because it started raining, but now the sun is like, fooled ya. Gotcha. Let me look at this list though. Let me look at this list because there's been a few things watching all these podcasts. There's the funny ones, there's the serious ones, there's political ones, there's religious ones, there's everything. Whatever your interest is, I promise you can find it in a podcast. There are so many platforms where people are able to, put their podcasts out there that you will find it. Whatever your interest is, go to the www.internet. Internet, I am looking for podcasts related to this, and they will point you there. We live in the world of technology. We live in the world of social media. And I am so very fortunate. I am so very lucky that I live in these states that are united. And here we have freedom of speech, sort of. Pretty much you can talk. Watch what you say, but you still have permission to do it. Don't look too much into it because you might hurt your feelings. So let's see what I wanted to talk about. Cause man, listen. No, internet is not for kids. Perfect one to start off with. When I was a teenager, I opened my big ass mouth to say stuff like, when I have a son, when I have a kid, my kid's gonna have a phone all the time. And then I was not educated enough at the time when I first had him to want to put him out there on social media and to want to put him out there into the internet world, not realizing how evil it is and not realizing that social media is not for kids. As somebody who had to go ask her mama for permission to start a Facebook account, and then later on when I did have this account, I had exactly what my mama warned me about, that there's a lot of dangerous people on the internet. I had those situations happen to me and people try to, catfish me and all this stuff, and older men stalking my page to the point where they were aware of what I liked, so they pretended to be somebody to try to get me to send pictures of myself to them. It's not a safe place. I don't know why I for sure thought that, my opinions as a teenager was forever my opinions, but it's changed a lot. I don't know what corner I turned to change completely and see life in a completely different way, but it happened drastically. Today I have a child who I just do not and will not put on social media anymore. I don't post him, I don't put pictures of him. I avoid it as much as possible because it's so evil out there. Social media is like a adults club where all the beverages has alcohol in it. Oh, you want juice? It has alcohol. Oh, you want water? Hard seltzer. There is nothing safe on social media for kids. Oh, but Delilah, they make YouTube Kids. There's channels for kids. Still watch your kids. Still be careful. Rather if it is your kid or not, if you're a parent, if you're a mother, a father, an auntie, an uncle, a cousin, if you have children in your family that you care about, get them off the internet. Get them off of social media. And this is coming from a mother who has a homeschool kid. He is on the computer. He is on the internet. And even then, there are teachers and counselors going over and over again. Once a week, they go over. Don't give out your information on the internet. Don't search the internet without your parents' guidance. Make sure to, let your parents know what's going on. When he's in school, no matter where I am in the house, I am listening to what he's doing. I check to make sure he's always on the safe path. I keep him away from YouTube. My son, the second he was able to see stuff, YouTube in his face. It is my fault. It is my fault that my child is obsessed with watching. Because I thought, I had to ask for permission when I was young, and my mom was so making sure she kept me safe. Where I thought she was just being a pain in the butt mom, and she was keeping me safe the whole time. So I thought, oh, freedom, I'm an adult. I get to do as adults do. Yeah, life changed, man. People really do change, and it's the best thing in the world. Looking at myself now and seeing the way I see the world compared to how I was when I was a teenager, I am so happy I got here. I don't know how I got here, but I am happy I did, because for the person who thought for sure I wanted my son all over the internet, and I thought it was the best thing in the world when he got a tablet, and he was with the tablet all the time, and he watched all these kids' shows. It's a drug. This thing is a drug. Internet, social media is a drug, and we are all addicted to it. I know, because I'm addicted to it so much that instead of just seeing the entertainment in it, I see the business, and I want a part of it. I want to be on YouTube. I want to be on TikTok, because I enjoy those two the most. Everything else I've let go of. Anything that's too personal, I let go of. This is like my fun. I enjoy this. I enjoy just getting in front of the camera and talking. I enjoy showing you guys what I'm doing. But just because I'm doing it doesn't mean I want my kids to do it. Like, it's so crazy when I used to think about, being a parent. It always seemed like it was so hard not to let your, so your kids don't do what you do. And it's really not that complicated. It's really not. I don't like TV. I have pulled myself away from it. I have pulled myself away from so many things. And I'm fully open with my son. Like, you see that I do this. You see that I do that. But he even notices how I don't like a lot of things. And most of the things that I watch is very either me learning something, is very much realistic, like true crimes, true life, true stuff. I tried as much as possible to stay away from TV drama. And I don't want him in it. And YouTube and all that stuff, even YouTube Kids, even Roblox, that's like games for kids, Spotify, even all these platforms that I thought was completely safe for kids is not, because I turn around and I see a different case of inappropriate games in Roblox. YouTube Kids, they found a loophole on how to put bad videos for the kids. So many kids were coming across really ugly videos. On, what was it? YouTube Kids, Roblox. What was the other one? I forgot what I said. Because this one is it talks to me so much. I really wanted to be the mom. Like my mom said it over and over, you cannot be your kid's friend. And I wanted to be my son's friend. I wanted to be his friend. I wanted to let him do, freedom. Be you, because I didn't have it. I had such a strict parent. I don't want to be so strict on my kid. I was wrong. And the thing is, I come from a religious mother. I come from a religious family. So I grew up thinking to myself, I don't want to put my beliefs on my kid, right? And the way I see social media as a business. It's very fun business. It's very fun me being able to post videos and watch my subscribers numbers go up and eventually be able to make $1 out of a video. That to me is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. The fact that I could go on a different platform and enjoy having fun there because I'm an adult and I get to do adult things now. I'm no longer a teenager. I like it. But this is my world. I've already told him he's not allowed to be on certain things. Just because mommy's on it doesn't mean you need to be on it. And I let him make videos and I let him do stuff, but I keep it to myself. I don't need to post it out there. I don't need people looking at him. Once I found out just how ugly the internet is towards children, I'm scared. I was so lucky to be raised, educated, and being taught that humans are amazing, but humans are not safe. Humans are good, but humans are very bad. So this is something that I definitely teach and preach to my son. There are very few things that I want him to learn from me. And those things that I want him to learn from me are guidance that will help him through the world. So I'm very honest with him. There are amazing humans in the world, but humans are monsters. Humans could be very bad, and we cannot sugarcoat it to our kids. So I don't sugarcoat it to him. And I was so happy that I was taught that. I was so happy that people taught me just how bad the world was, especially against kids. Because if they didn't, when grown adults try to force me as a young child into trying to do things and try to take advantage of me as a young child, it would have been horrible. I grew up with the mentality of escape. Find an escape. Find self-defense. Find a weapon to defend yourself with. I literally grew up since a very young age, no matter around who I was. And this is crazy to feel like this. And it's crazy for a child to have to grow up like this. But I had family members. I had grown-ass men in my family try to be ugly to me. I was very lucky to have that mentality of me that warning, warning, warning. Protect yourself. Be safe. Learn how to run away. Find an escape route. Find a way to escape. So as long as I can remember from a very early age, I was always worried about how can I escape the situation, because I had to a few times. Something as simple as hanging out with an older cousin. She takes me to a friend's house. Her friends have children my age. We were all the same age, a boy and a girl. The girl tried to lock me in the room with the boy so the boy could try to do ugly things to me. A sister and a brother. Emails from school. See what I mean? Another email coming with the guidance assembly to learn to teach the kids about protections, lures, prevention. Man, listen. I love his school. And a sister and a brother try to team up against me so that the brother could do ugly things to me. This is people my age. It wasn't just grown adults trying to do ugly things. Even kids my age were that ugly. The world is not safe. I refuse to teach my son that the world is Charlie's Chocolate Factory and everything happy, woo, woo, joy, joy. It's not. I know this is not a very fun video, and I'm sorry. But from the things that I've been coming across when it comes related to kids, and y'all know your girl is into conspiracy. I love my conspiracy world, and not because you gotta follow it like a religion. It's just, there's enough into the conspiracy world to open up your mind, to open up your eyes into some things about society that is just a little shady. And when it comes to children, I have seen shady. And I don't like it. And it's not even that, oh, but you can't let the conspiracy world teach you these things about it. No, it's not the conspiracy world. It's life experiences. It's watching in my eyes stuff happening in my own family, between family members. Ugly things. There is plenty of history in my family of ugly humans trying to be ugly to each other. And apparently blood. You can't family this, family that. No, man, no. That little talk don't work with me. I used to think highly of that. I used to think highly, family is family. You gotta accept it. You do not have to accept it because it's family. By all means, be respectful. Be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Especially to mom and dad. Be respectful. If they take good care of you, be respectful. I'm not saying everybody in your family is bad. There's a lot of good. And that's what I preach to my son. There is good and there is bad. There will always be. There will always be good and bad. There has always been. As far back as we can go into history, there is good and bad. And as far as we can try to look forward into the future, there's going to be good and bad. That's just normal. It's just how it goes. And the internet, to me, is a big no-no. Until he is old enough to understand the world in a certain way. Because, yeah, I tell him that humans are monsters, but I haven't broken down the definition of monsters. I've given a brief explanation of how bad it could be, but I have not broken it down completely onto how horrible it could be. And once he is old enough to understand the world, I would gladly share with him. Because when I started finding out some parts about the world that was a little too dark and I didn't expect it, as much as I grew up knowing that humans were bad, there was still a level of bad that I was unaware of. And then the more I started learning about how easy it is to manipulate a child's mind, the more freaked out I got. You can educate your kids without making them the part of that world. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think, oh, you're a mother, you shouldn't do this. You're a mother, you shouldn't do that. Before a mother, I am a human. Whatever I choose to do with myself, whatever I choose to do with me. It's my personal thing. I don't need to put everything that I do on my kid. I could completely separate me by myself, being Delilah, away from Delilah, who's a mother. Just because I do what I do, just because I'm on the internet, just because I'm putting myself there on YouTube, doesn't mean he needs to. Doesn't mean he needs to be on there. I don't feel the need at all that because I do it, I need to present it to him. I tell him all the time, it's great that, how do I explain this? For example, he's very opinionated child. He has his own opinion. He voices his opinion a lot. He does not hold back in things that he wants to say. And then when he doesn't know how to say it, a lot of times he will drag it out until he finds a way to put it out there. But he asks questions. He says stuff out loud. And because Delilah has such a big mouth, he tries to talk like me. He tries to, say the way he says things sometimes. It's me saying it. So I break it down to him. That's mommy's opinion. That's my opinion. It's my opinion, and what I believe in doesn't have to be what you believe in. Right now, it's what you think, but one day your mind will change. One day as you grow up, your mind can change a lot, and it will. The more you grow, the more you change as a human. That's the best thing about being us, how much we can change. So I tell him, yes, I know you hear these things, and that's how you feel now, but that opinion you have is because mommy has it, and you've heard me say it. For example, I don't watch the news. I don't believe in watching the news because it's a lot of negative stuff, and then it's a lot of repetitive stuff, and a lot of it doesn't sound real. It doesn't sound true. So he said that one day. He's like, oh, I don't know the news something. I don't like the news because it's all fake. And I broke it down to him like, no, that's my opinion on the news. You don't know enough about it to make that opinion. You don't know enough about it. You don't understand it enough to make a decision whether it is fake or not. You don't even understand what it is fake, so it's full everything definition. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, he understands that this is a fake thing. It's not a real animal, but there's cats on there. That kind of fake he understands. But the level of fake to understand the news, no, that's my opinion. And it's that simple. Just because I do it doesn't mean you have to. I got carried away. Okay, that's one of them. And one that definitely ties into that is school is man-made. Maybe I was like on a little thing, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go outside and get some air. It's hot in here. I'll be right back to talk about school is man-made.